Marco Dominic Gonzalez. And again, this incident is around the time that I went to the dentist. I had a conversation with two girls. One kind of looked Hispanic, one looked white. And we talked about, I'm talking about, look, dude, I'm just finding out now that you have plastics that are harmful and plastics that are not harmful. I'm thinking all plastics are not harmful because people use straws and toothbrushes and water bottles, and you don't want it to get warm. And I use an example. And right now I'm talking about at the dentist's office. I'm having a verbal conversation with two girls. And I believe I also said this on the phone. That's why I need the phone conversation between myself and the lady from Arizona Tea. Because we discuss, I'm discussing this. And I'm saying, look, it's like what I told the girl. Now I'm talking about the two girls. Now again, I'm not talking. I've never even had the Arizona hot tea, so I don't. I'm just talking about the container itself. It's not labeled, but the lady told me that this is safe. Now with government intrusion, it could, and I'm not. I don't even know if I'm talking to a government intruder or if I'm actually talking to somebody from the company. So this is why I need a lawyer to review. On that day, who am I talking to? Is it a government intruder or is it somebody actually from the Arizona Sweet Tea Company? And was there actually BPAs in this, or are they saying that it's not, and they're saying, look, you better change this? You know what I mean? And that kind of thing. I want to know facts. So I'm not just going on a verbal conversation of somebody saying that. Because obviously, she didn't want to ask because she didn't know. At some point, then she was excited. She goes, oh, there's no BPAs. And I'm like, well, thank God. Now, getting back to the conversation at the dentist's office. With the two girls, and I used this as an example. I said, look, man, a million times, this is hot in Arizona, man. You go to the store and they have the water bottles outside. So in 105-degree weather in the summertime, all those water bottles get hot. According to too many articles that, I'm reading all these articles on BPAs. Heat will release that chemical into liquid. And then even if the store takes those water bottles inside, but it's already gotten hot. If people leave it in their cars, I don't know. The government intrusion has to have this knowledge. So I'm asking, if you do not, and you're the government intruder, and I'm under this government intrusion, at some point, you have to ensure that this is safe. Because you're watching my habits. And when I was talking to the girls about that, and they go, when I brought up the water outside, they go, you're right about that. I remember the girls was telling me that. You're right. Because it's not common knowledge. And when I told the lady on the phone, this is not common knowledge. People don't know. You didn't know that there's a BPA in your product. People don't know that there's a BPA in the plastic bottle because it's not labeled. And it doesn't say don't make sure this doesn't get hot. Because the stores are keeping it outside. So the store doesn't know. And this is another example of the store is an unwitting accessory to the manufacturer, is responsible. So the store doesn't know. It's not common knowledge. People just don't know. The store takes the water bottle, puts it outside. It gets really hot. BPA or any other chemical that could be in there would be released into the liquid. It goes back into the store, and they don't know. The manufacturer either knows or does not know. And I still, do you know? Do you not? Because I haven't called. I gotta refer to my notes. I called the number on the water bottle and I had a conversation. I say, look, it has to be labeled. This has to be labeled because then this doesn't just affect me. That incident doesn't just affect me. It affects everybody else. They have to have reasonable knowledge, and it has to be common knowledge to know that if this gets hot, a BPA is going to get into this water. Don't do that. Anyway, but I'm in such a controlled situation that it is known that I'm doing this. Too many times I put a plastic water bottle. It's so cold. In the wintertime, in the room, it's cold. And I'll put it in a microwave for just to get it to room temperature. Well, dude, I just always screwed myself there, man. I want to know how many times I did that. I want the video evidence. How many times did I take a water bottle, put it in the microwave in the wintertime to get it to room temperature? But it's not labeled that nothing's harmful about that water bottle, man. So you're responsible for that. And further to the public, be